It's the Mound Showdown. Flower Mound versus Flower Mound Marcus at the Jaguar Den. Along with Murphy Beckham, I'm Shepherd Branch Murphy. Day one, home game one for us. It's the Flower Mound Jaguars versus the Flower Mound Marcus Marauders. The biggest game of the season for the Jaguars, regular season. Talk about it.
Well, it's a rivalry. You know, it's a big game for both teams. Flower Mound's ready for it. You know, they've been practicing all year for it, and they've been getting ready every single day in practice, before school, during school, after school, so we'll be ready to play.
Absolutely. Jaguars are about to get their starting lineup announced. We'll go ahead and do it for you. The big men, number 33, Christian Edmondson, along with number 12, Bryce Boyd, number 21, Isaiah Brown, number 2, Adam Dorsky, and number 10, Johnny Scully. 3 juniors, 2 seniors for the Jaguars, a very young team, and we'll see if they can extend the record to 12-1, 11-1 now, coming off of a win at the Prosper Invitational basketball tournament. They got second down in Houston. This team has got to be exceeding the expectations that they had at the beginning of the season.
And you know, Shep, talking about Isaiah Brown, he recently committed to the University of Northern Iowa, which is a great school to play basketball at, and he's a unique talent. You know, he can create a shot over almost any defender, and he'll be hard to stop tonight for Marcus.
He uses that length to his advantage. He is 6'6", but man, can he shoot the ball.
He can shoot, he can drive, he can do everything.
And it helps to, for one of the first times in Flower Mound basketball history, to have a really true big man in Christian Edmondson. He can really control the paint and allow for some open shots in the perimeter and for some open drives that the Jaguars convert on, and the defense has got to be the highlight of this year. It's not these shootouts that we're used to for Flower Mound where they have to shoot their way to the win. They are doing it with defense on the offensive side. Everything is just really coming together for these Jaguars, and Coach Littleton has got to love it.
Well, Christian's a beast in the paint. You know, he can score on anybody down there, and he's been working on his game nonstop. You know, earlier he's been on JV2 in this program, so he's been working real hard.
Getting ready for first tip. This is Flower Mound Sports Network. Alongside Murphy Beckham, I'm Shepherd Branch. It's the Mound Showdown Basketball Edition. And we're going to get the first tip right now. Christian Edmondson gets the tip, and Adam Dorsky controls it. See what the Jaguars do in this first possession. Pressure from Marcus. Down low. Bryce Boyd with the open shot, and he gets blocked.
Looked like a foul there, Shep.
Absolutely. We'll see how big of an advantage it is to have the refs on the side. Adam Dorsky wide open for 3. Misses it, long. Good rebound by the Marauders. And they're coming down, controlling the ball. Look like that's number 11, Jake Watermiller, point guard. Back to the corner. Good closeout by Johnny Scully. Good ball movement by the Marauders early. Good defense by the Jaguars. Playing that 1-3-1 zone defense. Been running that for quite a while. And he pulls up for 3 and he hits it right in the face of Isaiah Brown. That's going to be the matchup. Isaiah Brown versus number 5. And that's Christian Edmondson for 3, and he hits it.
You know, he's been working on that shot a long time. He's getting a lot better.
Calling it right now. He is going to be the playmaker of the game. His ability to step out and hit that shot, hard to try and go out there and guard him on that, going to be very big in this game. As the Marauders control it, Jake Watermiller with the ball. Slowing down the offense. Going to see what Marcus and Flower Mound do. If they want to be trading bucket for bucket. Don't really want to see this team in stride, and that's an open 3 and another shot from number 5. That is his second 3 of the game, 6 points. Bryce Boyd down low. Tries to force the pass, and it gets tipped out by Marcus. 6-3, 6:04 left in the first quarter. Jaguars have the ball. Adam Dworsky throwing it in to Johnny Scully, and they're calling a moving screen on number 12, Bryce Boyd. First mishap from the Jaguars so far. See if they can play disciplined and keep those turnovers down. That is going to be the main key in this game, is to not have those turnovers and not have those fouls. Can't give Marcus those open opportunities for those free throws. And an offensive rebound by Connor Freed, goes in and gets the layup.
You got to cut him off there.
Adam Dworsky bringing the ball down, cuts through the defense, makes a move, and he gets the layup. Great move by Adam Dworsky.
He's a crafty finisher inside, Shep. He can do a lot of things down there.
Not like arts and crafts Tony Romo, that's for sure.
That's right.
Open three from the corner, misses it. Rebound by Isaiah Brown in transition. Slows it down, pass down Dworsky for three, and he misses it. Defensive rebound by the Marauders. Pass to Connor Freed on the wing. Back up to Jake Watermiller running the offense. Misses a three. That was Jake Watermiller on the try. Adam Dworsky in transition. Isaiah Brown pulls up. Misses it. Johnny Scully with the diving offensive rebound. Good save. Christian Edmondson in the corner. Air ball.
Yeah,
they control the ball.
That's a tough try with a defender all over you for a big man like that.
One of the few times we'll see this Flower offense really look like they're forcing on offense. Brandon Smitty with the shot, and he hits it. Goodness gracious.
Well, that's something they can do against our point zone defense, is they can just run a guy right through the bottom of the paint, go out to the corner, and he's wide open.
We'll see if they can contain him. He is one of the best shooters in the state. Really terrorized the offense last year and blocked.
Oh.
Not a foul. Brandon Smitty coming down. Creates the contact, and they call a foul. Adam Dworsky doesn't even touch him. There's the travel. There's the travel.
Good call by the referee there.
Coach Littleton will get a timeout. And that'll be the first timeout from the Jaguars. Jaguars are down 11-5 in the early going, 3:49 left. What do you think Coach Littleton's telling them in this huddle?
Well, he's telling them they got to close out on the shooters better. You know, a lot of times guys are just running in and out the paint, and you gotta chop your feet and make sure they don't go baseline on you, because that's what Marcus likes to do.
Definitely a conundrum. Do you close out and allow them to penetrate inside, maybe causing some fouls on the inside, or do you let them shoot it? Do you trust that they won't make it?
Well, our defense has a lot of help in there, so our goal is to close out and stay in front of them. But if that doesn't happen, we got Christian in there to help out.
Absolutely. Adam Dworsky bringing the ball up. Adam Dworsky, the facilitator of the offense. Got to talk with him earlier this week, said that the main thing that they've been working on is just defense. They know that they can score, and just got it there. Nice pull-up jumper by Adam Dworsky. They know that they can score. It's just about stopping the defense, stopping the other team on defense. Into the corner, Jake Watermiller. Good closeout.
There's that help defense.
And that's a turnover forced by the Jaguars. Pass to Isaiah Brown, and he comes in, and he misses the dunk. When Air Jordan there could not get it, that would have sparked a riot from our student section.
Yes, sir.
Gotta hope that he'll get one of those. That will get this team back into the game as quick as they can. Student sections will play a major part, and tries to back Adam Dworsky down, can't get it. Johnny Scully from the corner, hits it, hits the three. Jaguars going a 5-0 run coming out of the timeout. It's 11-10 with 2:25 left. Playing this half-court trap defense. And it's just an easy bucket. Marcus picks apart the defense. Bryce Boyd hits the three.
Yeah, we got shooters on this team.
Flower Mound is starting to find their rhythm. 13 all. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Like we said, tempo is going to be big, controlling the clock. Isaiah Brown has not played as big a part in this game as we had thought. Some other role players stepping up. Once he starts getting into it, Marcus has got to be worried, and that's a foul on Bryce Boyd down low. Connor Freed goes up, draws the contact. He'll be shooting too. Makes the first one. Free throws, big part of the game. I know Coach Littleton stresses free throws, does not like it when his players miss free throws, as if they're throwing away some free points. Connor Freed makes his first one. Let's see if he can make the second. Makes it. Dylan Gorlick is in the game. He came in for Bryce Boyd. Bryce, couple early fouls. Coach Littleton, smart, took him out of the game. Got to make sure that nobody fouls out. Fouls are going to be a key component in this game. Christian Edmondson with the ball on the wing. Dylan Gorlick at the top. And a backdoor cut by Andorski. Goes up. And Christian Edmondson comes in and gets the offensive rebound.
That's something he can do really easy. Sneak past the defenders and just put it back up right over him.
Dylan Miner at point guard. Looks like they're just going to hold the ball. 15-15, 1 minute left. Looks like they're trying to wait for the last shot. Or maybe they're trying to get Brandon Smitty open. Looks like they're moving him around. Johnny Scully, one of the best defenders for Flower Mound on him. Dylan Miner in the corner, passes it back out. And they were looking for him, but Dylan Gorley comes out with a great rebound. Adam Dorsky in transition. Slowing it down, looking for the last shot.
That's a smart play by Coach Littleton. Good call there.
Coach Littleton, very basketball savvy.
Yes.
Was on the staff as a student at North Carolina. Learned under Coach Dean Smith.
Yeah, he's been coaching for a long time. He knows what he's talking about.
Oh, Isaiah Brown tried to go for the last second. Could not get it, and we're tied at 15 after 1. Very good quarter for the Jaguars. Made a couple shots. One thing that the JV kind of struggled with was trying to find that three-point shot. Jaguars have found it, and they've kept him in the game.
Right, and the thing is, this varsity team practices on this court every day. So they know how to shoot here, and Marcus doesn't. So all it is really is just being comfortable with where you're shooting.
This broadcast is brought to you by the Flower Mound Sports Network. Flower Mound Sports Network, this is our second year. Much upgrades from last season. We are now in our booth, being able to do the broadcast. Our production team is fantastic, and we can bring you this broadcast. Flower Mound Sports Network. We will be joined at halftime by one of the inaugural Flower Mound Sports Network members, Richard Zane. He will be joining us at halftime, talking about how this has been brought about, how it went from live streaming last year from a computer to now we get to use this phenomenal booth. We got to say thank you to the Booster Club of Flower Mound Basketball for letting us do this. Could not do it without them. And the second quarter has started. 15-15. Marcus and Flower Mound are tied. Jake Watermiller facilitating the offense, trying to get an open shot for Brandon Smitty. Jaguars playing a very disciplined zone defense. See if Isaiah Brown can get a turnover. He's got those long arms.
And there's Scully out there denying Smitty. Great job by him.
That is absolutely on purpose. Had Johnny Scully on Brandon Smitty the whole week, knew that he was going to be the best player for these Marauders. Whole week of practice was trying to stop him, and they're doing a successful job so far. He got a couple early threes, but other than that, he's been quiet, and that's a great bucket. Dylan Gorlick down low, gets some contact, and he's going to the line.
Yeah, and one of the things we've done all week in practice is we've had one of the JV guys act as Brandon Smitty. And we've had Johnny follow him around all over the court and make sure he doesn't get a shot off. So we're ready for him.
Adam Dorsky with the pass in, out to Isaiah Brown, back to Adam Dorsky. Passes on the three, gets some good ball move. Johnny Scully pulls the trigger, and it's short. Gets the offensive rebound and throws it off of a Marcus player. What a cerebral play by Johnny Scully,
yeah,
the junior.
That's a smart play, savvy. He's been on varsity for a couple years now, so he knows how to play.
That is another thing that Coach Littleton definitely stresses is basketball knowledge. Not necessarily the skill, but you got to know what's going on, your surroundings, and what you're going to do in a certain situation. Pass down to Dylan Gorlick. Isaiah Brown penetrates. Good pass to Johnny Scully, and he gets the finish.
That's a fantastic pass right there by Isaiah Brown. No look. Found the man right on target.
Top of the key, Jake Watermiller to Connor Freed in the corner. 31. Hits the three.
31.
Twins. A lot of contact down low. And it's out on Christian Edmondson. Another turnover by the Jaguars. Got to limit those turnovers. Turnover margin is huge in this game. As in football or any other sport, you got to be able to control the turnover battle. Connor Freed. Connor Freed in the corner. And he hits it. Another open three for Marcus. They have got to be closing out better. Could we see a man-to-man offense if this zone just isn't working out? And Isaiah Brown cannot handle it. Another turnover. Pass cross court to number 10, Jake Watermiller. Trying to slow the game down, control the clock. The more they're passing this, you see the shift in the Jaguar defense. They're looking for a mishap, an opening,
right, that
they can get an easy bucket. Kind of looking like the Plano West game last year. Just holding the ball.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a miserable game, and now the Jaguars are putting some pressure. Smitty with the open shot, and he hits it. That's exactly what they were looking for. And that's a timeout by Coach Littleton.
Looks like Coach Littleton might take him out of that zone now because Smitty is on fire.
I think he's got to at least put two people on him, force somebody else to try and make the shots.
And if he wants to play a zone, at least run a box and one, which is where you have four people on the paint or around the paint, and then one person face guarding Smitty so he can't catch it.
He has 3 or 4 threes so far in the game, and we've got 4 minutes and 25 seconds left until we are in half. It is 26-17. The Marcus Marauders are up. They are coming into our gym and really controlling the game. Gotta see some more control from the Flower Mound Jaguars. This broadcast is brought to you by Flower Mound Sports Network. Alongside Murphy Beckham, I'm Shepard Branch. This is our first game of the season, first one at home, and it couldn't be against a better opponent, the crosstown rivals, Marcus Marauders.
Right, the home opener is always a huge game, and especially when it's a rivalry game like this, you know the Flower Mound Jags would be ready. Not showing it right now, but they'll pick it up.
And you look at this student section. So many kids, might be the most I have ever seen at a Flower Mound Jaguar volleyball or basketball game, men's and women's.
Well, these fans are supportive, you know. They're ready to come out and cheer on their team because they want to win just like we do.
And it also helps that this team is 11-1. A good team is very good to root for, and we're back to action. Johnny Scully gets the ball. Adam Dorsky on the wing. Bryce Boyd's back in the game. Pass back to Adam Dorsky. It looks like he's passing up the three. Christian Edmondson down low, making sure he's not staying in the paint. Bryce Boyd with the three, and he hits it. Bryce Boyd making an impact. Coach Littleton had him out of the game. Couple early fouls, brought him back in after the timeout, and first shot makes it 3-pointers, and we are back to a 6-point game.
Well, Bryce is a shooter. You know, when you're a shooter, you don't get cold from sitting on the bench, so he's always ready to come and contribute.
Isaiah Brown on the ball. Looks like they're still playing the 1-3-1. Johnny Scully at the top. Bryce Boyd and Isaiah Brown on the wings. Adam Dorsky covering the baseline. Brandon Smitty with the ball, passes it to Jake Watermiller. Brandon Smitty misses it. Long rebound. Adam Dorsky pushing it. Johnny Scully pulls up for three. Misses it. Follows the rebound, but it is an defensive rebound by the Marauders. And they will keep that tempo going.
Yeah, Marcus, they never let up on the tempo, but neither does Flower Mound, you know, as you see the kickball there by Scully. But Flower Mound likes to run the ball and like to push it and see if they can get open looks in the corners and see if they can get open layups for Christian because he can bully anybody down there in the paint.
And he can step out and shoot, too. You saw it on the first possession right after Brandon Smitty hit the three. Christian Edmondson comes back out, and he hits a three of his own. I don't think that they were respecting him enough, and he pulled the trigger and made it. And another kickball by Bryce Boyd, very smart.
Yeah, stop the play. Flower Mound likes to set up in their half-court defense, so it's a good play by Boyd.
Long inbounds pass. And it looks like they're trapping him. And that's a timeout by Marcus. Good defense by the Jaguars. And we'll take the timeout with them. 26-20, 2:20 left in the second quarter. Timeout by the Jaguars. Back to action in Flower Mound. Jaguars down by 6. 2 minutes left in the second quarter of play. Jaguars putting the pressure on the defense. And they're leaving it open. Matthew Fisher goes in and gets the easy bucket.
That was just a smart play right there.
It's picking apart that defense. Isaiah Brown shoots, misses. Christian Edmondson with the offensive rebound. Goes up. Draws contact, no call, but he makes it. Good fade away. Down low by Christian Edmondson. Trading bucket for bucket. Just can't wait for these Jaguars to create a turnover off this slow offense that they're running. That's Brandon Smitty. Misses it off the front rim. Isaiah Brown in transition. Johnny Scully on the left. He's going to make one move. Goes up. A little forced.
It's like they're calling out of bounds there.
Isaiah Brown could have dished it to Johnny Scully for the 3 in the corner, chose not to.
Well, Isaiah's a scorer. You know, he's going to look for his shots. But in that situation, if you got a great shooter like Scully right there, you got to feed him.
Wow. Marauder ball. Looks like one of the Marauders lost his shoe on the play. Matthew Fisher coming back into the game. Remember, stay with us during halftime. I will be interviewing one of the inaugural members of Flower Mound Sports Network, Richard Zane. Going to get to talk with him a little bit about how far we've come in the year and where we can be going with this. As the Marauders control the ball, 45 seconds left, looking for the last shot. My guess is they're going to try and get Brandon Smitty a 3.
Well, that's always a good option for Marcus. He's a prolific scorer.
If I had a shooter like that on my team, he'd be taking every shot.
Well,
Unless he was guarded by 5 people, then he would not be taking the shot.
I mean, Flower Mound's playing good defense on him. He's just a great shooter. He can shoot over almost anybody.
His release is so quick that it's hard to try and put a hand up. And if you put that hand up, he'll go by you. We got 15 seconds left. Jake Waldermiller drives in.
Oh.
Blocked by Christian Edmondson. Stuffed.
Get out of here.
Still remains Marauder ball. 11 seconds left. They will get the last shot of the half. Up 30-22, and Sid Nair comes into the game.
Sid Nair is one of those players you want on your team because he's a hustle player and he can shoot that 3 ball.
Oh, my goodness gracious, can that kid shoot. Connor Freed throwing the ball in. Brandon Smitty with the ball. 5 seconds left. He's going to pull up from deep. Or it's going to be Watermiller, or it's going to be Freed. It's going to be Freed. And he misses it. And we're going into the half. 30-22, the Marauders lead. Coming up next, it's the halftime show. This is Flower Mound Sports Network basketball. Stay with us. joined here with Richard Zane. Richard, you're one of the inaugural members of Flower Mound Sports Network. How does it feel to be back?
Dude, it's amazing. This setup you guys have going on right now is amazing. It is so much better than what we had rolling next year, and you guys are knocking it out of the park.
Appreciate it, man. You know, it's so crazy to see how far we've come in the last year, going from sitting up top, running the audio with one camera and running it off of a computer live streaming, to be able to be in this booth, having a 3-camera setup. I mean, I'm excited for what the future holds.
Dude, I'm jealous. I wanted to be in this room with Colton and Decker and Wells last year, and you're lucky. You are so lucky because you were born after us, man. I'm jealous of you.
Might be the only time I'll be that is luck. Got to thank everybody for watching. Have a lot of people from over the world that are watching this game. Richard, it was so amazing last year to have so many family members that were either in countries overseas on military duty, or some people that we just knew that were either in Canada or in Europe, being able to watch this live stream. That's really why we do it, is so that the people that can't make it to this game can experience the same feel and be able to watch their relatives, their friends, play the sport that they love when they can't make it to the game.
Well, I'll tell you what, when we first started the whole Jaguar Nation thing a couple years ago and we painted it on the football stadium, I really was kind of feeling like, you know, we're not really a nation. We don't really expand outside half of Flower Mound even. But being a part of this last year, now seeing what you guys are doing now, it really shows that there are Jaguar fans and family all over the place. And it's so awesome that we, and you now, we got to do it last year, get to bring basketball games to them in their homes from this great place.
And we only did basketball games last year. I had the privilege of doing a volleyball game earlier in the year, which was very fun. A little test run for what's going to be happening for the basketball season. And going forward, we might possibly be able to do games where it's women's basketball. Hopefully be able to do some with the #1 recruit in the nation, Lauren Cox. Maybe do some volleyball games next year. I mean, just the ability that we have with this press box and how the equipment that we have and the phenomenal people that we have that are running this. Got to give a shout out to them. You guys do awesome, all of our cameramen and our director, Kurt Watson. We could not make this happen without them and the broadcast that we get to put on. This is the first game of the season. Man, am I looking forward to this.
Dude, I mean, I'm in awe. I was honestly, when I came here tonight, I just texted you this week, see if I could hop on, do some kind of alumni thing. But showed up here. I thought you guys were just doing your YouTube thing out of this room. Now you've got all kinds of boards going on, and I mean, it's awesome that we get that Flower Mound is being able to give you and so many other students experience, and really that sets it apart. You know, when I took a semester off this year, and instead of just sitting at home waiting to go to school in January, I actually contacted UNT and was able to get some experience of my own. You talk about doing a volleyball game. I did volleyball at the college level for UNT, man. That is some hard stuff to do. It's so fast-paced. It's amazing. But it's all about experience, and I am so proud to see Flower Mound doing this for their students. It's great.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Richard
Oh, man,
Zane.
let's talk about this game.
Oh my
Dude,
goodness gracious!
Last time we did a Marcus game, we went to overtime and whatnot.
Yep, it went to overtime.
We got to come back. We got to throw that Jaguar magic at him again, man.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you very much, Richard Zane, for joining us at halftime.
Thank you, Shepard.
We will be coming back with more Jaguar basketball after this. Stay tuned. Back with some Jaguar basketball. Just came out of the half. Jaguars down 30-22. It was a interesting first half. Jaguars definitely controlled their offense. A couple turnovers, hit some very big threes, and gave up a couple big threes on the defensive end, but they are still in this game. And down eight, getting the ball. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, there's no doubt we're in this game, Shep, and if we just keep playing our offense, try and get stops on the other end, we'll definitely be fine this game.
Adam Dorsky draws the whole defense. That's going to leave a wide open three for Johnny Scully. Misses it. Long rebound. Adam Dorsky gets it. Isaiah Brown goes baseline, makes one move, goes up, shoots across his body, he misses it, and they call the foul. They just call the foul on Christian Edmondson. Ran into Jake Watermiller on the rebound, and that's a very early foul for the Jaguars. Got to make sure that they contain the fouls. Cannot put the Marcus Marauders on the free throw line early in this fourth quarter, giving them the 1-and-1 situation.
Yeah, being in the bonus is a dangerous place to be because any little ticky-tack foul the refs call, that's more free throws, so that's easy points.
Some commotion here on the court. This broadcast is brought to you by FMSN Flower Mound Sports Network alongside Murphy Beckham. I'm Shepard Branch. Pleasure to do this for you guys. Everybody who's watching at home, thank you very much. Marcus controls the ball and the game. 30-22, they're up. Spreading the floor out as they did towards the end of the first half.
Right, looking for holes to attack the defense at.
And they get one. And a good behind the back pass to Connor Freed. And Connor Freed was so shocked that he didn't even know it was coming to him. Goes off of his hands, and that's a turnover. Jaguar ball. Christian Edmondson on the perimeter to Adam Dorsky. Isaiah Brown covered by Connor Freed. Good ball movement by the Jaguars, looking for that open shot. Johnny Scully in the corner, down to Christian Edmondson down low. They trap him, and he gets it.
Yeah, Blaisdell can't stop Christian down there.
He barely had an angle. Almost out of bounds, but Christian Edmondson makes a very skilled play. Gets the Jaguars within 6.
And he eats us up, the JV kids that is, every day at practice, so it's no surprise that he's beating these kids too.
3 by Watermiller, and he hits it. Good ball movement by the Marauders, and they erase the run that the Jaguars had. Isaiah Brown with the ball to Adam Dorsky in the corner, looking for Christian Edmondson down low. Good ball movement by the Jaguars. Down on the block, Christian Edmondson makes a move, goes up, and gets the easy layup. They cannot stop him down there. Just cannot give up the 3 on the other side because that erases the 2 that they just got.
Right. Christian's a strong player, so he can do that all night, but it's all about defense for the Jags.
We know they're going to be able to score. That's no problem. It's about keeping the other team from erasing that 2 that they get. And a missed shot. And Dorsky bringing the ball down. John Scully misses it, front rim. Bryce Boyd almost got the offensive rebound. And Marcus just throws it away.
Yeah, Scully's been off this game, but you can't count on him to keep missing those shots because he is a fantastic shooter.
A gift by Marcus. It is Christmas time. 'Tis the season, says Marcus to Flower Mound. Throws the ball away. Jaguar ball. Bryce Boyd, not afraid to shoot. Misses it, front rim. Christian Edmondson with the offensive rebound. Jack Watermiller just takes it away from him. Jake Watermiller with the ball, and nobody is guarding one of the twins down low.
That's a mishap that just can't happen. Miscommunication is all that was.
Adam Dorsky hits the jump shot. And that's a timeout by the Jaguars. We'll take it with them. Jaguars down 35-28, 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Back to action. Marcus Ball up 35-28. And Isaiah Brown bobs his head a little bit, and they give him the offensive foul.
Yeah, that's a fantastic sell job by Isaiah, but also a good job getting in position to take that offensive foul.
Exactly right. Adam Dorsky bringing the ball down. Point guard for the Jaguars. Facilitator of the offense. Bryce Boyd looking for Christian Edmondson down low. Goes up, and they call a foul on Bryce Boyd. That'll be his third of the game.
Yeah, Bryce is a sneaky player, though. He's able to get down there and get offensive rebounds over guys that are much bigger than him.
He's aggressive, but sometimes that aggressive can come back and bite him. A little bit too aggressive there. He's dealing with 3 fouls, 5, and he's out of the game. He's a very big part of this team, and he's got to stay out of foul trouble.
Right, and he's been hitting his shots tonight, too, so that'd be a big loss for the Jags.
Coach Littleton choosing to keep him in with 3 fouls. Isaiah Brown on the ball. Now Adam Dorsky. Good pass down low. And that's a bucket. That was Connor Freed. No, it was not. That was number 10. Christian Edmonton steps up, shoots, misses it. And that'll be an offensive foul on the Marauders. 37-28, 3:45 left in the third quarter. Marcus getting some substitutions in. Matthew Fisher coming in, number 21. And that's number 23 also coming in. Adam Dorsky on the inbounds. Gets it to Christian Edmondson. Out to Isaiah Brown. Bryce Boyd with the wide open 3. Misses it. Got to be making those threes.
He's not afraid to shoot him, but sometimes if it's off, he knows it.
Isaiah Brown still has yet to make a 3. We'll see if he can get into this game offensively. .23 thinks about it, chooses not to. Matthew Fisher in the corner. Out to Connor Freed. Jake Watermiller. Matthew Fisher in the corner. Gets blocked by Christian Edmondson. And then goes up and gets it.
That was a strong move
Wow.
by a guard there.
John Scully misses it. Gosh dang, they got to be hitting these shots.
He's been short on his threes tonight, Shep.
Might be nerves. Maybe he's just not feeling it tonight. Whatever it is, he's got to get out of it if this team's going to win. Christian Edmondson with the block. But then Matthew Fisher cleans it up. Adam Dorsky holds the ball. Christian Edmondson goes right through his hands. And he makes a wayward pass to Isaiah Brown. Almost gets stolen, and that's out of bounds. Sid Nair coming in now for Bryce Boyd. Coach Littleton probably sitting Bryce. He's got 3 fouls, trying to keep him out of foul trouble. It's going to be very crucial coming down the stretch. Sid Nair with the inbounds. Oh, they're leaving him open. Sid doesn't like it when people leave him open, and he hits the 3.
Can't leave that guy open. Phenomenal shooter.
Sid Nair will let his presence be known. They do not respect it, and he pulls the trigger. Great trap. And the Jaguars force the turnover. Sid Nair coming down with the ball. Christian Edmondson, Isaiah Brown cross court for 3. And he misses it. Offensive rebound. That'll stay Marauder ball. That'll stay Jaguar ball. Check that.
Good hustle there by Sid. Keeping the play alive for the Flower Mound.
It's hard to block out Christian Edmondson. He's just so big and so strong.
Right, I've tried. It's not easy.
Amazing to think that at one point he was on the JV2 team for the Jaguars. Johnny Scully does not make a good pass, throws it out of bounds for the Jaguars.
Yeah, one of those
squanders a good possession.
Another one of those miscommunications there. You can't have that in a tight game like this, trying to reach back into it.
Down 10, 41-31 with 1:50 left. They're not out of this game. Gonna need some defensive stops to get back in it. Marcus breaks the press. And that's Brandon Smitty with the pump fake. Misses it. But the number 11 comes in. But he comes over the top. That's a defensive foul. It's one of the Twins, number 31. And it'll be Jaguar ball. Marcus has 3 fouls in the half to Flower Mound's 2. Christian Edmondson comes out of the game. Dylan Gorlick in, the senior, number 22. Dylan Miner in the game, number 2 for the Marauders. Hopefully with these backups in, the Jaguars can score some points. Dylan Gorlick on Matthew Fisher. Isaiah Brown makes a move, throws it down to Adam Dworsky, and he gets the easy layup. Great find by Isaiah Brown. The University of Northern Iowa committed a couple weeks ago. And they called a block on Dylan Gorlick. His feet were moving, almost got the charge. Good closeout defense, though. Caused Brandon Smitty to throw the ball away. Luckily, or unluckily, they called the foul. Brandon Smitty throwing the ball in for the Marauders. Face guarded by Isaiah Brown. And they give it back to him in the corner. Misses. Good rebound by Sid Nair.
Great box out for
Definitely
on a bigger player.
Absolutely. Down to Dylan Gorlick down low. To Isaiah Brown. And he throws it away. Brandon Smitty with the great defensive play. And he gets the easy layup. Still a 10-point game, 33 seconds left. John Scully makes it, hits the 3, trying to shoot himself out of the slump. Flower Mound putting the pressure on, 20 seconds left. Tip ball by Isaiah Brown, and that'll be a timeout by Marcus. We'll keep it here. Join us, our next broadcast, December 22nd at 2:30 here in the Jaguar Den, Flower Mound High School. Until then, we have 19 seconds left in the third quarter and a whole quarter left to play. Jaguars are down 43-36. Hit that huge 3 to get them back in it. Let's see if they can get a defensive stop. Maybe get one more score before the end of the quarter. Take some momentum into the final quarter against the crosstown rivals.
Well, this game's not over by any stretch. So you just got to stay the course if you're Flower Mound. Keep running your offense, keep playing solid defense, and you can easily crawl back into this thing, hopefully get the W.
It's going to take some big shots by the Jaguars. Going to have to find that 3 just like what John Scully did on that last possession. Jaguars getting the trap, and they almost cause a turnover. 12 seconds left. They're looking for Smitty in the corner, and they couldn't find him. Jaguars force the turnover. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Didn't get a score, but they kept Marcus from scoring, and it'll be 43-36. Marcus is up with 8 minutes left in the game, 1 full quarter. We're going to take a break. We will be back with the fourth quarter of action right after this. About to start the fourth quarter. Jaguars are down 43-36. 8 minutes left, a full quarter. Alongside Murphy Beckham, I'm Shepard Branch. It's brought to you by Flower Mound Sports Network. Connor Freed goes in, draws the contact, and he does not get the bucket.
That looked like good defense there from Christian. He was straight up the whole time.
On the court for the Jaguars, point guard number 2, Adam Dorsky. Number 25, Sid Nair. Number 10, John Scully. Big men Isaiah Brown. And Christian Edmondson, number 33. Connor Freed misses the first free throw. And the second one is good. Adam Dorsky bringing the ball down for the Jaguars. Isaiah Brown pulls the three. Misses it. Good defensive rebound by the Marauders. They trap him.
That's a charge.
And that's going to be a block. Oh, my goodness gracious. He sat there for about 3 seconds before the offender came and plowed into him, but they call a block.
He looked like he was planted and in the right spot, so I'm not sure about that call, Shep.
Looked like he was outside the imaginary circle that they have in there. Do not have that for high school. Have it for the NBA.
That's right.
What I imagine it looks like, he was outside of it. And do not agree with that call, but it is what it is.
I mean, the rule is if your feet are set, you're in front of the guy, you're not moving, and you're outside the restricted area, it's a charge. So.
And he didn't leave his feet either.
No, he did not.
He did not try and make contact. He stood there and took it, but they do not give it to him. That will be the 5th team foul for the Jaguars.
Well, these refs have a tough job, so, I mean, it's not hard to miss a few calls here and there, but that one could have been right. They had a good angle on that one.
First free throw is good by number 10, Hunter Martin. Second one is good. Jaguars down 46-36. 10-point lead again for the Marauders. Adam Dorsky throws the ball away. John Scully keeps it in the half court. Isaiah Brown makes a move, going in. Gets the contact, cannot finish. He'll be going to the line for 2, and it stops the clock. Good move right there by Isaiah Brown to draw the contact, go to the free throw line.
You know, that's something a scorer does. You know, he knows how to get to the basket, how to finish around the rim, and he can initiate contact. You know, he's been coached well his whole life. And so he's ready to take the challenge.
Isaiah Brown makes the first one. Talked with Adam Dorsky earlier this week. He said that they had a really good chance of winning this game. They just had to stay within themselves. Couldn't let the score or how Marcus was playing affect what their game plan was. And I got to say, they've really stuck to it. Some shots haven't fallen, but they're really playing a very disciplined game. And I think it will bode well for them as it comes down the stretch. Brandon Smitty with the ball, guarded by Sid Nair. Let's see if he pulls it from Jake Fikert range. And he loses it, but somehow it ends up with the Marcus player. And they get the layup. Marcus is finishing down under the rim. Isaiah Brown goes in, draws the contact. Another great take by Isaiah Brown.
Yeah, that's another one of those score moves that he does. You know, he knows how to initiate contact and get to the foul line. That's something he does really well.
The other thing it does is it draws the defense in, so the next time he might be able to kick it to an open Jaguar for a 3.
Right, and all 4 players on the court right now, including him, are shooters. So if one person gets in the paint, there's a lot of guys who can knock down that 3-point shot.
Isaiah Brown hits the first one. Like we said earlier, free throws, free throws, free throws. Coach Littleton always wants his men to be able to make free throws, free points. And he goes 2 for 2. Jaguars cut the lead back to 8. Let's see if they can get a stop, get a score, cut it within 7. Isaiah Brown on Jake Watermiller. Isaiah Brown looking for the flop, but he doesn't get it, and kind of questionable. But they get the defensive rebound. Adam Dorsky in transition.
Sid.
Adam Dorsky goes in with the left hand. And Christian Edmondson with the finish.
Oh, mama.
Slam. And that gets the crowd on their feet.
He's a beast down there, Chev. I'm telling you.
Man, I get excited.
Oh.
That's good stuff. And a turnover. Are we going to see an Isaiah Brown dunk? Here we are. The crowd is into it. Jaguars cut it to 4 points. And that's a timeout by Marcus, 48-44. 6 minutes left in the game.
That is how you do it, Shepard.
That is the turning point that the Jaguars needed. They are back in this game. The crowd's into it. We're into it. Let's go. 6 minutes left in the quarter.
But it's not over. You got to stay the course now. You know, we have all the momentum, so it's time to put the pressure on them and see if we can get some more easy steals.
Coach Littleton has got to be fired up. His team just created 2 of the biggest plays of the season. And man, are they back in it. 4-point game, 6 minutes left. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on Flower Mound Sports Network. Back live in the Jaguar den. 48-44, Marcus holds the lead. Alongside Murphy Beckham, I'm Shepard Branch. Jaguars have got to ride this momentum if they're going to get back in this game. Isaiah Brown covering Jake Watermiller. Good on-ball defense by John Scully. On number 10, Hunter Martin. And he almost lost it. There's going to be a trap here. And he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
They caused the turnover.
Fantastic defense right there.
Great defense. Isaiah Brown comes over off of his man to create the trap, and it pays off. Great turnover by the Jaguars. And they're in transition. Down to Christian Edmondson down low. To John Scully for 3. And he hits it. Jaguars are within 1. 5 minutes left in the game. And it is a 7-0 run. Jaguars are back in it.
You cannot leave Johnny Scully open if you're Marcus, but if you're Flower Mound, you're very happy with that shot.
It's a foul on number 25, Sid Nair. Off-ball foul. That'll be his first. Can't give him an open 3. And he misses it, but that's an offensive rebound. Jake Watermiller with the ball, guarded by Isaiah Brown. And you just know that these guys are fired up. They are ready for the challenge. Foul. Foul on Isaiah Brown.
He's got to watch out now because one more foul and the Flower Mounds, they're already in the bonus.
They are in the bonus. They're shooting 1-1, not in the double bonus yet. Can't let them get to the double bonus.
Which means you got to box out right here on both free throws.
Jake Watermiller misses the first free throw. And the Jaguars get the rebound to take the lead with the bucket. Adam Dorsky pulls it back out. Surveying his options, makes a move. Pulls up, and he hits it. Jaguars take the lead. 4:40 left in the game.
That is his shot, Shep.
I have seen him hit that shot time and time again. He does it again. Jaguars playing good on-ball defense. Sid Nair on Brandon Smitty. I tell you what, Sid Nair is a lockdown defender. He hustles.
Well, you
Isaiah
might not
Brown
notice-
almost with the steal. John Scully on Jake Watermiller. And how do you not call an offensive foul there? They do not call the offensive foul. Isaiah Brown gets ran over. Nevertheless, Marcus scores. Adam Dorsky makes a move and gets fouled. He's going to the free throw line. 4 minutes left in the game. 50-49, Marcus is up.
Man, AD is just so quick. You know, he can get past even the best of defenders just with his quick moves and the way he can change speeds when he's going in the lane.
One of the best point guards I've seen at the high school level.
That's right.
Adam Dorsky. First free throw. Makes it.
You know, I've been playing with this guy for a long time, and he's a great teammate, too. You know, he's a real nice person.
Me too. The game is tied 50-50 with 4 minutes left alongside Murphy Beckham and Shepherd Branch. We got a wild one in Flower Mound tonight. Adam Dorsky to take the lead. Hits it. Goes 2 for 2. Some confusion on the Marcus side. Allows Flower Mound to get into their full court pressure. Isaiah Brown's going to be on ball against Jake Watermiller. Matthew Fisher with the ball, guarded by Christian Edmondson. Back to Jake Watermiller. Screen, switch. Jaguars playing some great on-ball defense, going man-to-man. Start off zone at the beginning of the game. And now it's Brandon Smitty with the shot, and he barely airballs it. Adam Dorsky coming down. Oh, and he fakes it. And he gets that was Rajon Rondo-esque. And Adam Dorsky makes it a 3-point lead.
Fantastic play by Dworsky there.
Three minutes left in the game. Jaguars are up 3. Great on-ball defense by Isaiah Brown. To Connor Freed, Adam Dorsky on the coverage. He goes in, and he gets the easy layup. Smart not to foul there.
Smart not to foul, but you got to cut him off there if you're Dworsky.
Jaguars are in transition, and it looks like they're going to 4 corners. And that's a timeout by Coach Littleton. Wants to talk things over. We'll take it with them. Back. 2 minutes left in the game here on Flower Mound Sports Network. Back at the Jaguar den, Jaguars lead 53-52, 2:45 left, and they've got the ball. Inbounds to Johnny Scully. Looks like they're going to be running their 4 corners offense. Going to try and run some timeout.
Oh, foul.
Oh, what a great finish by Christian Edmondson. Stays with it, and it's a 3-point game again. Let's see if Marcus has an answer. Jake Watermiller down to it's number 10. Hunter Martin going to be shooting 1-1.
It's a cheap little foul that time. You don't want to give up those free throws.
2 more fouls, and the Marauders will be shooting in the double bonus. And he misses it. And it'll be Jaguars ball with 2:15 left.
You know, one of the things that killed the JV tonight was offensive rebounds on free throws. And varsity's doing a much better job than us. You know, they're boxing that every time. They're getting their hands on those balls.
Inbounds to Isaiah Brown. Wouldn't want to have anybody else controlling the ball in a big game situation. Approaching 2 minutes left in the game. And they will be running their 4 corners offense. Got to make sure they watch the 5 count. And they called an offensive reach around by Isaiah Brown. I'm going to turn around for a second so that I don't have to look at that anymore, because that was not a very good call, folks.
Well, Isaiah does hook a lot, and that's how he gets around a lot of defenders, but that's not something you call in this situation. No.
You do not call that.
Definitely not, especially for a player of his caliber.
Especially not calling it throughout the whole game, and then you choose in the
right.
And towards the end of the game, not very good. Nevertheless, Jaguars are down. are up.
Oh.
Christian Edmondson with the block, and it's out of bounds. Good defense by Christian Edmondson. Number 5, Brandon Smitty almost got the easy bucket. Christian Edmondson says no sir to that one.
Can we talk about the job Sid Nair's doing on Smitty this game? Besides that shot.
Besides you, that shot.
Wow. Shouldn't have jinxed him.
Just put him right back in it. Hey, Murph, it happens to everybody.
It does. He's doing a great job, though.
What a big shot by Brandon Smitty. Tied 55-55. 1 minute and 15 seconds left, and Isaiah Brown is calling for the ISO.
It's a foul.
They call the foul on him,
call.
and Connor Freed does not like the call.
He was reaching around.
He was. They're going to call that on Isaiah Brown, then kudos
right.
to the refs for calling that on Connor Freed, and we're in 1-on-1 situation. Isaiah Brown at the free throw line.
And we practice free throws a lot in practice, so I trust them. Hope I'm not jinxing him again, but
Almost tried
he's
to
a strong
stop you. It's
player.
all right. And the Marcus student section was chanting overrated to Isaiah Brown. I don't know of any D1 commits that they have, but, I could be wrong, but I think Isaiah Brown's got to be the best player on the court.
In the entire arena.
We got Brett Bell in the arena, so I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if he's the
that'd
best
be
in
a
the
battle.
arena.
That'd be quite the battle, Shep.
Jordan Green is in the arena, too. A lot of Flower Mound alumni here for this game. It's a big one. Jaguars are up 57-55, a minute left in the game. Looks like they're open. They're looking for an open Brandon Smitty for a 3.
Good defense.
Great defense. And that's a timeout by the Marauders. We're
Great
going to go ahead and
closeouts
take
there.
it with them. 43 seconds left. Jaguars up 57-55. It's the Mound Showdown. Back on Flower Mound Sports Network. Here in the early going. Number 3 for McKinney is bringing the ball up. Jaguars are up 57-55. 43 seconds left. Alongside Murphy Beckham, I'm Shepard Branch. It says the Flower Mound Sports Network. This is a tight one. Gotta say, I'm a little nervous up here.
Well, it's never easy being up here, but it's much harder being out there, Shep.
Absolutely. Marauders have the ball. Adam Dorsky on the inbounds to Jake Watermiller. 41 seconds left. Do they go for the win or do they go for the tie?
If I was them, I'd look for Smitty, and if he doesn't have anything,
He's
try
got the
and tie it
ball,
up.
and he's going to go in. And that's a push-off. That's unbelievable. But it looks like the Jaguars are going to get the final shot.
And
Who's taking the shot?
in practice, it's always Isaiah Brown, so he's always an ISO from the top of the key.
And that's what it's going to be. 15 seconds left. This is... Isaiah Brown goes in. Christian Edmondson gets it with 3 seconds left.
Huge play.
What a play.
The shot of the game.
I have to say, it really looked like Isaiah Brown traveled on that one. No call.
In this juncture, though, the refs aren't going to call that.
I mean, it's a travel. It's not like it's something that's a contact-initiated foul.
Well,
But they didn't call it. Jaguars get the putback, and they are up 59-57 with 3.32 seconds left.
the thing is, deny Brandon Smitty the ball. That is the biggest thing right now for the Jags.
I don't really know what Marcus is going to do. You'd think that they'd go for the win with the three, having the best
Right.
three-point shooter in the building on their team, but they might just be trying to force this into overtime because they might feel that they have the better team in this pressure situation.
Well, they know they have Smitty on the team, so they could easily use that as a decoy and try and get someone else open. So let's see how they play it.
They are full of shooters. I know Coach Littleton, very defensive-minded person. He's telling his guys, 3 more seconds, and this game is ours. Bragging rights are ours.
It's like they move it to 4 seconds here, Shep.
They give them 4 seconds. That's a lot of. That's a big difference. 3 seconds to 4 seconds. They're inbounding the ball on their side, having to go the whole 90 feet.
92, 94.
94 feet. And Coach Littleton calls a timeout. Wanted to see what they were going to set up with. Smart call by Coach Littleton.
Yeah, very smart by Coach
And we'll
Littleton
take
there.
the break with them. On Sports Network. Four seconds left in the game. The Jaguars hold a 59-57 lead, down by 10 points. At one point in the fourth quarter, brought it all the way back. And this is what these players live for, are moments like this. Whether you're a Marcus player, where you got to score the game time point or the game winning point, or if you're a defender, where you are just trying to hold them for 4 more seconds. They're about to run the play.
Good deep by Sid.
Here we go. Looks like they're going to have to throw up a heave. And he misses it. Jaguars win the game. Coach Littleton's going crazy. The fans are going crazy. 59-57. Jaguars pull the win out.
That is how you claw back into the game right there, Shep. Never lost their composure and just kept on pulling in. Got out with the W tonight.
Got to think that the play of the game had to be the putback dunk by Christian Edmondson. That got the fans back into it. That got the players back into it, and that was the turning point in the game where Flower Mound stepped into the driver's seat, and they really ran away with this one.
And because it gave him momentum right there, it caused a steal the following possession. Isaiah Brown got a run-out dunk, so that really got into it.
Player of the game, Christian Edmondson. Christian Edmondson's how he played today on the offensive side and the defensive side. All of his blocks, his post presence, and then obviously the game winner and the dunk to put them back in it. He's got to be the player of the game.
But without Sidnair tonight, they would not be in this game because Brandon Smitty was going off in the first half. Sidnair got out there, he D'd him up so well, and that's really the changing part in the game.
Sidnair did shut him down. That'll do it for us. From Flower Mound High School, alongside Murphy Beckham, I'm Shepard Branch. Thank you and good night.